holy smoke, when you enter the cryptocurrency space and the Bitcoin space and the blockchain space and the NFT space, there's two things that are for certain. Number one is there are more than a million projects it seems like you could get into. Every time I go onto YouTube or Twitter, I already have shiny object syndrome, and I just get so confused because there's so many projects and so many tokens and everybody's telling you to invest in this, and it's overwhelming. Not only are there so many projects, there are so many personalities on TikTok and on Facebook and on Twitter and on YouTube and everywhere who are trying to tell us what to do in crypto, and it sure isn't me. I'm not one to listen to on what to do with crypto. I will talk to you about my journey, what I've been doing, and how it's working out for me. And if I find some things that protect you and help you, I'll try to share that, just like I'm doing right now today. But with all my experience in investing and sales leadership and training franchise owners and getting my master's degree and studying persuasion and psychology, and marketing, I tend to view everything through the lens of what is the purpose behind this person? Are they trying to sell me something? Or trying to shield me a coin? Or trying to get me to support what they believe in? Or is there something more pure behind it, etc.? And I'm not judging any of these guys, but when you come into this space, man, it's a lot. It's like drinking from a fire hose. So I want to give you a few people that I listen to and I think you should be watching. For a multitude of reasons, I want the video to be short, so I won't go into why, but I will tell you this. Most of them have a lot of financial experience, and in the business world, a lot of experience, a great track records of decades, and they provide a lot of long form education for free, I pretty much believe, without an agenda behind it. So that being said, in this day and age, everybody's got a short attention span. Man, if I make a YouTube video over 10 minutes long, everybody's like, you could have summed that up in 2 minutes. And if you don't do something exciting the first 5 seconds of your TikTok video, man, people are just going through. But if you want to have an advantage over everybody else, don't feed those dopamine fixes of yours by watching quick little videos and getting hyped up about a coin. But watch this long form content, even if it's in bite-sized chunks. So if you don't have the capacity yet to watch a 2-hour video, watch it in 20-minute segments. Every time you sit down with something to eat or a coffee, etc., and you're taking a drive in your car, listen to it. But I really like these guys. I've learned so much from them, and I just want to make sure that you're introduced to them and have the option to listen to them when all this stuff is being thrown at you. They are not by any means the end all and the only, but they are some of my favorite, and I have confidence in them and trust them. I really like James from Invest to Answers. The guy does a lot of research. He has a ton of great information. He has some great guests, and he's a mathematical genius in my mind. I rarely subscribe to anybody's groups or anything that's paid. He has a Patreon group, and I tried to get into it, but it's closed. And so I'm just hopefully waiting for an opening. I definitely would pay the $10 a month or whatever to get into that Patreon group and see his picks early. So the guy is truly a stud. Another person, these are by no means in any order, that I love is Raoul Powell. Man, this guy is such a super intelligent guy from a high level view, where James might be really mathematics. Raoul is definitely a high level view, talking about the psychology of the market and some different things like that. He also has his Real Vision Finance has a website that has membership levels, and I actually am going to do that. It's not shut down or limited, and I've been meaning to do it. But I definitely am going to get in there because I would love to see what he says behind closed doors and when you have a little bit more access and time with him. But I love all his long form content. The interviews he does, same thing, super brilliant. And I highly recommend that you get involved with Real Vision and Raoul. My next recommendation, overall great podcast, great show, great interviews, is Tom Bilyeu. I don't know how to say that last name. Tom Bilyeu. I'm bilingual and I don't know how to say that. I ain't gonna try. uh, overall, great for life. This whole podcast for anything that you want to get into. But if you don't really know what you're doing in crypto, you don't understand what the big deal about Bitcoin is in particular, and crypto and NFTs, or you want to introduce your friends or family into it to help them to understand it a little better, I would force them or yourself to watch these 4 videos in the Impact Theory Crypto playlist. These 4 videos right here with Pomp, who is somebody else's channel I'd follow, even though he's a bit of a Bitcoin maximalist. I really love his show, super highly educational. I would watch this show. I would watch Michael Saylor and Raoul Powell, who I just talked about earlier. That is an unbelievable masterclass in this space. If you can get through those 4 interviews, I guarantee these 4 evangelists will proselytize you and convert you into being the believer in Bitcoin and the crypto market space. And they would do the same for your friends and family. Last but not least, I just now have gotten into CTO Larson, for a week. So I've been consuming his stuff for a week. Now I like it because he's entertaining and he's funny, but he's also very technical analysis with charts and different things. So I kind of got James as the mathematician, and then Raoul is kind of a high level view, and then Pomp and Impact Theory are giving me this kind of Bitcoin maximalist basic understanding, and CTO Larson comes in and fills it in with the chart. And God forbid I find them talking maybe 3, 4, or 5 deep, all in agreement on the same type of topic. Gives me unbelievable, unbreakable, invincible confidence to make a move if I can hear all 3, 4, 5 of them in agreement on something. Who is it that you are listening to? And what do you think of my picks? Is there anybody that you're like, man, you should stay away from that dude and you're wrong? I would love to hear that and why.